action, pets, gaming.
Chill vibes tonight, chill vibes tonight. Laid back life, laid back. No stress, no fight, no stress, no fight. Throwing parts together, throwing parts. Crafting all night, all night. Get ready to build, get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Chill vibes tonight, chill vibes tonight. Laid back life, no stress, no fight, no stress, no fight. Throwing parts together, crafting all night. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right.
All right, here we go. Yeah, it's Monday. Certainly feels like a Monday. Running late on this Monday, June the 23rd, and I got about 6 minutes after the 10 a.m. hour. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, you know, Mondays. It's just being a Monday. All right, we got some coffee. We heated it up. Tried to do that ahead of time. I was messing around and I noticed, and I was way behind already. Time flying around today. All right, let's get back to this. Like I said, it is 10:06 in the a.m., at least from where I'm sitting. I know some of you are still somehow in the past and some are somehow in the future, but whatever present you're in as you're watching this, I hope it's going good. All right, let's say good morning. Ah, big face. We got Crusty Boots. Welcome, welcome. We got Star Wizard. Good morning. We got the legendary Legend Aries. Morning. We've got... That's who we got. And Gamma Wolf. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for stopping in. All right, we'll get off the big mug. We'll roll on over to some No Man's Sky here. All right. Lighting in this game right now is horrible. We have not seen a patch. I heard there was a patch in experimental, but something tells me there's a lot of experimenting going on. After watching Galactus, Seralacrium, Solacrium, I built this because I saw something he did, and then I did my version. And I was like, that's pretty cool. How can I make it my own? And so we made this building, which we saw yesterday, and then I did a blue one. And we could still mess around with those. Added some signs, but the lighting, the posters are being weird too. Thank you, Gamma. Well, like I said, I took that idea from Galactus Solacrium. He's Brazilian, by the way. Seems like a nice chap. But then I added like the breakup, I think. I don't believe he did the same. I think he just used the servers. But I broke it up, kind of gave it a windowed look. And I think we might do some little... Yeah, well, they need to fix the damn light. And the lower portion of the blue one seems to be dimmer, which is odd. And I don't know if it's where I placed it or it's just dimmer on the bottom. Yeah, I think it's just dimmer on the bottom. It is, than the red one is. If you look, sort of bright top side, but then dulls out on the bottom. And the red one is, again, does the same thing, but it's still brighter. So I don't know what's going on with that. But the lighting is definitively funky. And that is that. All right. That's all I'm going to say. That's not true. I'll say more. All right. Now what? We added some support. I don't know. And this is again. Oh, can I even upload at this point? Hold on. Nope. I'm 43 over. That didn't take long. I mean, we got a lot of parts that will end up. Yeah, this 3,000 part limit is garbage. I'm sorry. We need more. 3,000 is not enough. You can't do anything. Well, apparently I am non-uploadable. So if I remove some stuff, which we might as well, because, well, why the heck not? We can probably get rid of a few things. 43 of them, I don't know, but yeah, we're already kind of funky here, apparently. A lot of it's going to be like this here. Not a whole lot I can get rid of, is there? Not to mention, because that goes directly into the ground pretty far. That can go. We need that. True legend. No worries, Star Wizard. Oh, that sucks. Losing power is always kind of a bummer. Alright, what am I at now? 13. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. 8. 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, all right. Shoot. Well, I don't really want to. Okay. All right. So This isn't what I would call ready, but I can remove that. Have another save. Will Badger, good morning. Alright, that's kind of a drag. Alright, how about now? Alright, we are uploadable, so I am going to upload. Although I'm sort of afraid to. Hold on. Let me make sure I can. I don't need any of these other bits. Alright, that's there. That's good. I want to get rid of some of the cubes. And we'll redo the light. Because that's in a cube. A cuboid room. In this, we'd have to go down, come across. Okay, we're at the same level, which is good. What? I'm sorry, I missed that. Nice. What's nice? Alright, we should probably go look. 3,000 gets you squat. It really does. 3,000 gets you absolutely nothing. It is sort of pointless? Not pointless, but it really doesn't get you anywhere. It's like minimal. Minimal. Very, very, very minimal. Did I delete that? Oh, that's foolish of me. I did. Oh, you're an idiot. Okay. Oh, no, because I can just grab this, and if I want to change it, I can. And all these ha-has. If we wanted to, we could. You know what I noticed though? When you do this change, something's missing. You can no longer do that kind of weird one. Revitalize it. There's not enough parts. Not enough. I wish we had another glowy bit that would work, but we really don't. Except for one that flashes. Although, what if I did something like this? Yeah, I probably won't either. Alright, so what I need to do to make that straight is... Oh, wait. Alright, let's upload at least... Now what we have is relatively complete. Are we going to do anything else over here? Gotta fix that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. was supposed to be something, but we're not going to do that. Octacanta, welcome. Thanks for stopping in. Hopefully I pronounced that properly. Alright. Get rid of that. Keep that for now. Oh! Aha! Aha ha ha ha. Look it over here. I forgot we had all this over here. That's right. We'll get rid of all this. Boom, 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 boom. Grimy, good morning. Welcome, welcome. Huh. I hit that a bunch of times for it to actually delete. That's crazy. Alright. We also need a part counter, not just, hey, you're about to be, you know, over your part count. A part count would be great. So that you know you're getting close to your 3,000. Alright, we need some of that here. A lot of part count went into these the short walls to make these window, you know. Freaking hate air quotes. So we got a bunch more stuff we could, you know, I mean, it's never ending. I just started. You know, 3,000 parts is nothing. Alright, what I'm gonna try to do... What am I gonna try to do then? Alright, well, first I gotta find my base computer. There we go. We might as well upload what we have, right? I feel like I should, before I upload, I want to do one more sweep. Let me think. some other part I can get rid of. Yeah, 8K would be nice. um, I think that's it. I think I have gotten most everything, except for, you know, I have to put roof on here. Yeah. You know what? I know what I'm going to do here. Let's do... Crappy thing is I need to... Need to move those. Well, I got 15,963. It was 64, then turned to 63 somehow after the update. So we're not going to do anything circular, apparently. And I was hoping that the larger pieces would have saved us a bit. But it did not. Right, we could save a ton of pieces if we square this off, but I'm going to have to do that with this. And it will look funny, but actually if I square it off here, and yeah, see, but here's the problem though. And we don't have our center circle. Nope. Well, we've started it. Oh, bloody well. We're stuck now, man. This, on the other hand, I gotta kind of keep till it comes around to there. No, this truly was an R&D. It's not important that I carry this through. Because the lighting is off and everything else, so it's really just not worth, honestly, the aggravation at the moment to try to get this to do what I want it to do or need it to do, whatever. And I guess we'll try to incorporate this somehow. And that'll be our challenge. Challenge accepted. Actually, that. Right on. No, I think what we're going to end up being forced to do today is we're going to be forced to go look for a new spot, which is fine. I mean, I'll probably overbuild this just for fun. But, you know, I should probably at least complete the few things that are here. Because I don't like that. How do we fix that? Alright, we'll figure that out. 'Cause that ain't jiving. You jive, turkey? Yeah, see, and this was going to come down to something else and then go out. Which it still might, but for now we'll roll it. I mean, I could do the rest of it with the things, like the servers there. But the lighting is so bad right now. It's so, like, odd. Take me 3,000 lights just to light this place. But look at the blast of light that comes off of that, What to do? And I don't know what I have for parts, so we can't. Not always has sun. I mean, we want the darkness too. But we want the light to be working appropriately. Like, maybe it's just me. I don't know. But I feel that. Oh yeah. So here's another thing that, for no particular reason whatsoever. Hey, I want this poster. Cool. Alright, I want... And it seems to be random, apparently. Yeah, I was getting a different poster when I clicked on one of these. Now it's not doing it. This one here. And I'm still lacking a few. Right, well, at least that's... I like that. That's nice. That was unexpected, but I like it. That wraps with the window real well. I'll have to change the color of some of this stuff, but all in all, I think we're doing alright. Why are you being weird? Okay. Because you have to be. I mean, I could tear out what I have over there, but I was going to kind of attach the two. I mean, we are currently about to run out of parts for upload. Alright, let's upload. Let's go explore. Let's look for an actual build site. Alright, where's my computer again? Alright, you are uploaded. Oh my goodness. Look at that. I love what, like, decides to stick around and what doesn't. But again, I feel that the render is all kind of off. Alright, we got a bunch of things that we'd have to fix. Let's see if we can fix some of these things. And then... go from there. Although I gotta do all the detail-y bits and flip things and whatnot. Trying to get a... put down one more. And we will put it to a base. And for now, we'll keep it simple. Not gonna go turning things right now. We'll get into that in a little while. probably going to have to upload again. Oops. Like, it's very quick sun over here. Take care, Star Wizard. Oh, totally understand. Totally understand. I hope the power's on before it's they said it would be. And if I were to build this, I'd have to figure out what to do with a lot of this excess stuff. Granted, again, this was meant to be an experiment. You know, this was never meant to be. Granted, neither was the other area, but look what that turned out. And that would have to go like over here. And then up. I gotta get from right here to the lower portion, which we do this way. And that brings us out around here, which should have brought us to this other building. Boom. Alright. Then you can come down. Wonky, but oh well. Hey, Sergeant Belson, how you doing? I will say though that these do blend pretty well. And they actually do make a neat pattern. You can get it to work. We gotta look into that. We haven't done any R&D in a bit, so we might want to do that soon. That really does kind of take away from some of that crudola. Exactly what I want, but I should probably bring that out. Yep, we'll upload again. Probably wait till tomorrow though to do that. Yeah, see, everything's off. I don't understand why everything is offset so much. I don't get it. I really don't get it. But it is. Alright, let's try to clean this up. We'll try to clean some of this stuff up, at least make it blendable, and then we'll go from there. And I apologize, I'm trying to figure out how to lower the YouTube ads. Gotta look into that today. It's gonna be my goal. Because I have been told they are quite annoying and loud. You know, and floor panels, if you do anything, you know, that takes up a huge portion of what we got going on here. Yeah, but that kind of needs to stay there, doesn't it? Yeah. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Okay. All right, fine, if you insist. Then we would have to do something. Oh, no worries, Sarge. Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, the artificial light. As bad as the torch turning on and off as you go inside. It's not very pleasant. Well, I don't think anyone's doing any modding right now, just simply based on the updates have been troublesome. Like they haven't really they didn't really get this one down when they did this update. There were some issues. These things are a pain because they tend to not do what you want them to do. Which is kind of weird. You can't spin them? Which is also a little weird. Like you should be able to spin them like with a wall, but they don't. Even if you attach something else to them, they don't. So you have to kind of mess about with them. Oh, Unreal 5 would be great. Could you imagine the graphic change? Oh, it looks so good. See, and nothing quite lines up. Even though it's snapped and it's all lined up, it doesn't always. Alright, see where we are. Hopefully we can still upload. Yep, we're still uploadable. That's good. No. This one we could actually probably turn, because this isn't connected to anything right now. I could turn this, have that face this way. I think we might do that. We can have that angle at the same as here. Boom, keep that in the same spot, just turn it. And then we can get to that level. Yeah, sure. That'll work. So to get to there from here, I gotta do a whole loop around, which I suppose here, down around, underneath, come around here, back up to here, and boom. Alrighty. Kind of completed, but not. Now we could run this through on over here, but I think I'm gonna have to put another support beam in. I mean, sort of the point is to carry it down, you know, have another building, you know, or something of that sort. Kind of fill in this area here. We could run this through. bar would be inside, but big deal. And yeah, and that would be a complete run all the way around. Or tend to connect it. Question is going to be, how do we get it to that? Okay, that goes through here, this comes down. This would technically go to a whole other bit and piece. You know, same. I mean, everything here can be worked from. You know, we can work from each one of these platforms and add. You know, that's kind of the whole thing. Probably have something that's well. Space age material. It's strong. I was thinking maybe we bring other support here. Raven's Multiverse, welcome. You catch me, I'm just about to take my break. Just trying to figure out. We already hit 3,000, and then I was like, all right, let's try and, you know, make something uploadable that might be worth visiting. It's uploadable. All right, we're doing okay. Now I got to check every few minutes. Make sure that, it's all good. So much more I wanted to do. This needs to be worked. Why will you not go to the top? He will, but in a bizarre way. Okay. A bit on the low side, but still on the low side. We don't have a lot of choice here, do we? No, we don't. No. Kind of wondering though why I can't get this to. There we go. Let's move that up. Why are you being so difficult? Oh, I know why. Because I put the frickin'. Ah, that's why. I attached that already with something else. And now that won't go into that spot either because it is. Alright, so. None of that's going to work. What I will do. Is that. Alright, well. R&D. Just playing around, getting ideas. Alright, that's low, but I don't care, because it's better than it was. Yeah, we can at least walk through that now without bumping our head. But yeah, now we're just, you know, waiting for patches and stuff. I'm not going to do anything serious until I know they've done something with the build mechanic that is, you know, currently has some issues. All right, we're about an hour 45 in. I'm going to get up and take a break for a minute. I need to go warm up my coffee, stretch out, and all that fun stuff. For those of you who need to get going, thanks for stopping in. Good to have you along. Hope you have a great rest of your day. For those of you sticking around, you know what I'm going to say. Peel the peepers away from the screen. Get up, stretch out, do a bio break, get a tasty snacky treat, beverage, and we'll see you in a few minutes. All right, y'all. Be right back.
Clouds roll in, it's a mellow scene. Lights flicker soft like a faded dream. Laser beams cut through the rain. Easy vibes drifting like a train. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. Raindrops tap, not a soul around. Everything's still and my mind's unwound. Shapes in the mist, colors so bright. Nip, nip haze, feels like midnight. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. Clouds roll in, it's a mellow scene. Lights flicker soft like a faded dream. Laser beams cut through the rain. Easy vibes drifting like a train. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so raindrops tap, not a soul around. Everything's still and my mind's unwound. Shapes in the mist, colors so bright. Nip, nip, haze, feels like midnight. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. Clouds roll in, it's a mellow scene. Lights flicker soft like a faded dream. Laser beams cut through the rain. Easy vibes drifting like a train. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow.
All right, we're back. I think I screwed up my stream deck. I tried to download the app so I could hit the music, you know, if the Nip Nip song ended. And then I bring up my stream deck thing here and it's like all messed up. I'm like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. Like, it should have just transferred what I had to the app, but no. So yeah. I might be a little Scrooged. Just a little bit. Alright. Alright, so we got a roof on. We got a roof on the other thing. We don't know how many pieces we have. It's like, come on. Like, let us know. Let us know. You know, you start building and then you're like, ooh, I'm having fun. Got the great, But I'm only halfway through. Alright, I suppose we should probably put a building in here. Even if it is basic. And why are you not? What is your major malfunction? Why do you not want to... Oh, you don't want to do anything. Gotcha. Alright, so you're gonna be an offset. You're being weird. Why? Why are you being weird? What is your problem? Right? Will you stick to here? You will. Alright. Yahoo. We can do that. Okay. I guess that's what we'll do. You know what? No. I think I know what I'm going to do instead. Alright. This is silliness. But we're going to do it anyway. Because the problem I'm having here is... we see this stuff, right? And that gets us nowhere. Probably deal with this one. But even that I don't dig. Alright, we'll have to figure out how to deal with that. That's going to be a little weird, but we'll deal with it. Okay. Because this is... well, no, you know what? We might be able to... no. Maybe. I don't know. Something. Alright, let's move these down. That's why, like, I was thinking I'll put a building here. And I probably should if we had the parts, do you know what I mean? And we still can. Oh no, yeah, I got that one. So we can, that's connected to here. Alright. I feel like we need to do something off of these bits, but... Alright, I just need to... Right, you know what? We can always reload. Don't touch anything. Okay. Now all we gotta do is drop this down. It sits underneath. And all right. Because if I do that, I'm not going to be able to delete it, right? Right. Well, that's no bueno. Because in order to get that down, I would have to come under here. I'd have to do that individually? Oh, bloody no, because there's no way I'd be able to get to the... without removing a bunch of this and rebuilding that. Fudge. Because we have all of this. And I figured if I could get that down there, which I can, but then we lose pieces. Yeah, and I can't get to it. Okay. Shoot. All right, well, that's kind of a drag. All right, let's figure out how to deal with it. All right. That means we need to deal with this. We have no choice. This is now something I need to contend with. Got it. Yay. Excuse me. You really didn't think this through now, did ya? Alright, wait a minute. What if... What if... Aha. Aha. Right, this actually might not work, never mind. Might be ahaing for no reason. Although, no, I don't want to bring that down. We want to bring, and that's going to be our problem. Okay. I mean, I can rebuild this. Because once I do one part, it should follow. Right? The only thing that's not connected is this. But no, I think even that is. Okay, so if we do this from here, that should be this one. Right? Right, that's gonna get caught if I use this one. Which is not that. Right. So we'll do this. We'll bring it out. Excuse me. Always looking for a solution. When you have no plan, helps to, this is what it's, just being creative on the fly. You're like, oh shoot, I don't want that, but I didn't notice it till now, and now it's too late. Yeah. All right, let's see if the rest will follow. Maybe a bit of a fight, but excuse me. And it's only half a floor panel, so it really shouldn't affect much, but it does clean up our mess. All right. That's good. We'll take that. Yeah, I mean, which allows us to leave this open. Might throw a landing pad here just for fun, because there might be enough room to fly out in the middle here. I doubt it, but we might. All right, let's scroll through here. Let's get rid of all this. Keep the floor. For now. And then we'll just continue to hopefully drop these down. And barely noticeable, which is great. Oops. Right. Nice. Nice. That may have taken a turn for the worse. Hold on. That is this one. Okay. So, what if we get rid of you, just use you? You're going to say, no, I want to be difficult. Nice. And so we can carry our line, hopefully. this is where it's going to get a little tricky, because these are not connected. That is halfway through. But Shazam! Look at that. Cleaned all that up except for this, which we'll figure out how to do in just a moment. Let's save that. And that's the power of just a half. Alright, so now, how do I get this to that? I mean, it isn't the end of the world. Alright, but now we also have to do this, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, should be that right there. Alright, that becomes an issue. And that should take care of that. Perfect. And that didn't take too long. This we'll figure out in a minute. This I don't care about. Currently, I could move that down, and I might. But we'll call it in a minute. I'm not worried about it yet. Alright, but we did clean up a majority of it, so that's good. I don't think This is fine the way it is. I like that. I don't mind, because we also have a transition here. We don't have much of a choice. This blah 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 goes off the edge, which I'm alright with. This and that. This comes back around to here. And down. Shabbat. And then I think if we turn this way, all right. Aha, problem. We've got a problem. Alright, hopefully the problem is solvable. It's not. What the heck is going on underneath here? Alright, bunch of crap I can't get to. You've got what? You are attached. Shoot. Alright. You're trapped. I would have to get somebody to move, but the last time we tried moving something in multiplayer, it did not go back. Now, these are why this is an R&D. You learn all this crap as you go. And again, there might be changes, so I'm going to wait. And see what happens. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. That needs something here. But what and how? Because we have this big honking thing in our way. But I'm pretty happy that this got cleaned up. It looks so much better now. It looks so much better. I'm so happy. Alright, we gotta do some flipping. We definitely need light in here. This place is dark. Like, very dark. Like, no joke dark. But the lighting doesn't work right. So, again, if I light it now with the stuff that is working, hopefully when it gets fixed, you know, but like this corner, for example, I can barely see into this corner. I mean, we can add some... Just add some... Yeah, but even that is like nothing. I get barely light. Like you're almost forced to throw You know, pill lights in here. Those don't look good. And look how offset this is. I just noticed this. Look at this. That's one piece. See how offset this is? Like all the parts are offset. And that's why they look weird and blurry. Nobody believes me. Yeah, I just lit that and I noticed. You know, I was like, wait a minute, that looks off. And it just, you know, it don't look right. That's off quite a bit. See, and that doesn't really do anything. It doesn't really light. And this is why I'm not building right now. Because there is no point. Man, you got NC. No class. You know, it'd be nice to light this up somehow. I do dig these new lights. I will say that. They're quite interesting. Yeah, nothing lines up. That works. What's it doing on the interior? A little bit on the interior. But no, that's nice. Just like a little bar. Can't even really see it. Yep. I like the new light. The new light is nice. But I'm sure we will run into the buts. Mm. Yeah, and see, and this doesn't like horribly take out you know, it's not obtrusive, the bass, you know what I mean? Alright, how do we bring some of this down and not have it overly interfere with that? We'd have to cut that whole bit out. That doesn't work. Rest of them are full scale. wait a minute. I have not been utilizing this. Does this do anything for me here? Probably not. Oh, well. Such a weird piece. I think I need a floor panel here, but and I'm beginning to think I don't know about this. Alright, now this is the only thing it's pretty darn close. I would like to add the floor part in because it does sort of clean that up. Makes it look a little more, you know, window-esque. It's a part eater, but it does help. It can also kind of mess with it too, because you know, you don't get as much. See that right there? I know it's subtle, but it is something. that might not give it that same effect. And that doesn't match anything, so. Alright, so that means we would have to and as a facade, it works pretty well. Again, thank you to Galactus Simulacrium it's good for giving me the idea. I saw a really cool build they were doing, and I saw a version of what I'm doing, and I was like, that's pretty darn cool. Fabled Pilgrim, how you doing? Good to see you. Again, I wish we had a version of that. Actually, we're probably going to have to cut part of this off, aren't we? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. I sense it. Because look like the window is going into that. But don't. All right, let me think about this here for half a second. That goes right to that. That's middle-ish. That's going to come out there. And that is... yeah, Fable, that's why I'm not building anything of note. That's actually, yeah, that's how it needs to be, I guess. All right, it's kind of would like it to carry down, but that's not going to happen. Oh, the new parts are wonderful. I like them a lot. They're quite great. But I like that opposing. Actually, what happens if we do that? Alright, I like that. Remove that just for hardy har-hars. No. Alright. But that works. Oh yeah, everything's off-center. Yeah. That's why I'm doing an off-center build. This whole build is decidedly off-center. No worries, Fable. Thank you for stopping in and being here. I appreciate it. Wait a minute, what am I doing? Duh. You're being an idiot. Oh. Actually, I don't even need to do that as a singular. Hopefully. Or maybe not. Oh, okay. Maybe not. These parts are so weird. And you can't you can't turn them. They don't turn. That works, yeah. Oh, can we upload? Yep, we're still uploadable. I hope, anyway. That's not bad, actually. Oh no, eh. Alright, but that's okay. That works out alright. That can go. Like, what are you actually sticking to? Thought maybe if I could. I don't even know if this has anything to do with that. It does. Okay. Alright, so that helps. Oops. Alright, we can still upload. Alright, let's go work on the blue one a little bit. Because so far these are the most building-looking buildings at the moment. If you know what I mean, without me breaking into... you know, the old stuff that I was doing. Alright, let's take a look around first. We gotta finish up this bit. Alright, that's not bad. That's not too shabby. I'm gonna throw some floors in there. Maybe on the bottom. Like the little dash of red there. What do we need to finish? This right here. Yeah, I'm wondering if we should flip this around. This throws it all off here. Well, no. Hmm. Oop. All right, now you're being a pain in the rear end. Right? Shut it. No. That. That'll work. Not perfect, but it'll work. Oh, duh. Well, that's weird, though. Not super weird. Hold on. That's better. That's why that's looking so weird. Alright. All right. I do that. Still looks like crap. I can live with that. All right. All right, let's take a look, see who's streaming. See if there's anyone. I know, that's on. Love the patch sometime today. Oh, GT Apex is playing Sekiro Part 25. Captain Steve, No Man's Sky, moving my Gex settlement. Hold on, make sure. Yep, people are watching. People are watching both of GT Apex or Captain Steve. Check them out. Because it looks like we're losing steam here on this one. But I think we cleaned this up. It looks pretty decent. You know, there's good ideas here. Some. We cleaned up that whole area, though. I was super happy about that. I mean, we could do this here, too. We just have to swap it to a floor panel, lower that floor panel, swap it back to the square one, or the small one, and then drop each one of those onto that. So, but yeah, we got a little lighting in. We made this a little more complete, I guess. And, you know, we could do more off of this. We don't have to, well, this can be messed with. And then the blue one, which we'll probably work on some tomorrow. Oh, YouTube is not responding anyway. Probably time we call it a day. But yeah, these are pretty straightforward on how to do. Just a little fiddly bits because it's manually placed. Again, we got to wait for the lighting to work again. Everything's very dark. Like it'd be nice if the stuff were a bit brighter. You know, lighting this up, but it's kind of odd. But neat, you know, we'll make it work, I guess. Yeah. So I should be back on tomorrow morning at 10 if you're interested, or join the Discord. And I oftentimes do a, you know, set up my stream in the music room, and I, you know, do the view screen bit, and you can watch what I'm doing, and I'm usually noodling more on this stuff. It's kind of like extending the stream, but with way better music. Yeah, see, in my opinion, these should be lighting a lot more. So yeah, that's that. And I think we're still uploadable. Did we figure it out? Yep. Alright, let's upload what we have here. And we'll... Oop. Oh, wrong base computer. Alright. I should just overbuild this spot. Not at all what I wanted, but we can maybe make this work. Especially as an overbuild. Okay. I mean, I've already started it. Where's my base computer? Where are you? There you are. Alright. Upload. Alrighty. We're gonna finish this up. My ship blends into this place all too well. Need like a different style ship. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out. We're about 3.5 hours in, so we're going to call it. Unless I create something interesting or we get a patch tonight, today, I'll come back if we get a patch, just to see if anything looks different or if anything's acting different. Other than that, we'll be on tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, as usual on Tuesday. So yeah, join me on Discord if you want to. I'll be on there later on tonight doing some building, listening to some copyright music that I can't do on stream. Alright, until next time, y'all, this has been me, Kevin C. here at Action Pants Gaming, wishing all of you out there in the No Man's Skyverse a little bit of love, peace, and starship grease. Get your action pants on, get out there, start building some wild and wacky stuff. Alright, y'all, take care now. Bye, everybody.
Action Pants Gaming.
Chill vibes tonight, chill vibes tonight. Laid back life, laid back. No stress, no fight, no stress, no fight. Throwing parts together, throwing parts. Crafting all night, get ready to build, get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Chill vibes tonight. Chill vibes tonight. Laid back life. No stress, no fight. No stress, no fight. Throwing pots together. Crafting all night. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right.